I want to get your reaction on one of the more controversial plays in the game. The note on this is from Mark Stein. The league will be reviewing this to see if it's a flagrant. Yeah. It looks like Brunson has maybe a fistful of Wemby's jersey, and it's a pretty obvious shove to the superstar of the opposite team. I don't remember there being a play like this in the finals that was not called and was just sort of a play on. Josh Hart took exception to it. You know, Brunson took exception to it. Do you expect it to be
early in the game?
Yeah.
You can't even be like he was boiled over. Like it's 7 minutes into the game.
So do you think a flagrant is coming? Slash, do you kind of like Wemby's attitude?
I think it should have it's obviously a foul. Will they make it a flagrant? I'm not sure. I think if they do, it's justified.
Yes.
Absolutely justified. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's a foul. Maybe it's a flagrant foul. I don't think it's like a dangerous play. It's a push. It's a shove.
Because it's a push to the head.
Like it's not like the Nas Reed, elbow where you really could have hurt somebody
in the head is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't look at it as it's like a little sun. He sunned him, which I mean, that's kind of what it is. But he might get a flagrant, and you won't hear a peep out of me in saying it was the wrong call, because that's just, you can't do that. They were fortunate to get away with it. I think they were looking at Towns and Johnson battling, but Johnson should have been called for a foul there. He was called a few seconds later for a foul on Cat. But but the attitude, do I like it? I'm cool with it. I mean, these dudes are trying to win the finals. And I know that's out of bounds, and like I said, he should have been penalized for it. But I don't look at it as, what in the world is he doing? Oh my gosh, question his character. No, man, these dudes are trying to win.
So I'm not questioning his character. I do think he has in these playoffs, when he had the Nas Reed elbow, one of the things I said was that was a dirty play, but he has earned the benefit of the doubt of his career of not having any reputation.
That's right.
Since then, we have seen him, I believe, order the code red.
Oh, yeah.
After Carter Bryant body blew Shea, said to Carter Bryant, "I'm proud of you." This play, throwing Alvarado, he's showing he has, again, aside from the Nas Reed play, I won't call any of that dirty, but a mean streak, which, by the way, almost every all-time great big has had. So I don't have a problem with that. I do want to spend a couple minutes here, KW, on the flagrant piece of it, because I do think it should be upgraded to a flagrant, and I do think that could seriously impact the series. So one of the reasons I think it should be upgraded to a flagrant is I firmly believe that Jalen Brunson's restraint saved Wemby a flagrant foul here. Because if Jalen Brunson gets up and grabs Wemby, and then the refs call a T, then they go to the monitors, they look at it, and that's going to be a flagrant foul. Right. If there had been any stoppage there, they would have reviewed it. So if Brunson jumps up, even if he gets a T, that doesn't really matter.
Then Brunson would just get a T.
Not a flagrant. He wouldn't get a flagrant. Right. He would get a technical, which wouldn't be a personal foul, wouldn't be a flagrant foul point. So I think that should weigh a bit to the NBA. I also think Wemby did not get fined for the elbow, did not get fined for not talking to the media. The NBA.
That's why I'm wondering if he'll get a flagrant.
Well, they keep erring on give the kid the benefit of the doubt. But here is why I think if this gets upgraded during the show, it could to a flagrant foul. It can have a real impact on the series. I want to now show a Josh Hart play later in the game that was totally accidental, and you'll see it better on a second replay. But on the second replay, what you'll see is Josh doesn't fall down, doesn't anything. This is, without a shadow of a doubt, the way it's called today, a landing space flagrant.
Well, they called it on Brunson.
They called it on Brunson. Watch it again, Brew. Watch Wemby jumps backwards towards him, and Josh Hart's foot lands on his foot. Josh just doesn't fall down. Watch his right leg. It's not even close. He lands on his ankle.
I don't like those. If you're taking a shot from three and you land inside the three-point line.
And he spread his legs almost so he couldn't land on his foot.
So I'm not asking for this to be a flagrant foul. I hate that that's a flagrant foul. I hate that counts to flagrant foul points. Here's the only reason I bring it up. If this gets upgraded to a flagrant, Wemby has to be in games 4, 5 and 6, not game 7, go crazy in game 7 because there's nothing after that. A touch more cautious on block attempts and closeouts because a 4th flagrant foul point is a suspension. And that would.
And he's got two.
He's got 2. If this gets upgraded, he has no margin of error.
I mean, then it
and
gets
so
becomes
and
Then
again,
they probably won't upgrade it.
No,
I
well,
mean, real talk. Nobody wants Wemby out of the series.
No one. I don't even think the Knicks want him out.
No. Just like when Brunson got hurt in the first game, I was like, no, please don't be hurt. You know, they be crazy. Unless he does something egregious, they be crazy to take him out of this series.
I agree with that entirely. What I will say is I think he has done now 2 things these playoffs that are objectively, to me, worthy of 3 total flagrant foul points. The elbow to Naz Reid is worth 2 every time, and I think this play to Brunson is very clearly worth 1. If I don't want him out of the series, no one wants him out of the series, I think the Knicks will win the series with Wemby playing at full strength. But much like I felt, and I think many people felt, when Draymond missed a game for slapping at LeBron, that even you put yourself in jeopardy with the body slam of Michael Beasley 3 weeks prior that you had no reason to do. If the bill ultimately comes due on his play on Naz Reid via a closeout flagrant foul because he lost his temper again on Brunson, it wouldn't be good for the sport, it wouldn't be good for the viewers, but it wouldn't be unjust. And so I think the league should upgrade it. And then Wemby's going to have to be very cautious on how it's also on block attempts. Like
you block attempt
accidentally hit a guy in the head because
that would not be
those 3 flagrant fouls. If he gets it, these 2 are not bad luck. These were intentional non-basketball plays, and so you remove your margin of error, my opinion.